Okay, in this video, I will talk about legends, which are very important when you have more than two types of data on your plot. To illustrate, I will start with creating another curve, which is simply x versus 2 times sine x, and I will change the label accordingly. And you have to make sure that your label attribute is assigned with some value here in order to use the in order to have a legend on your plot. Okay, so to get the legend, let's simply type plt.legend and execute, and you can see that you have a legend on its default position, right? If you want to change the size of the font, what you have to do is you have to specify this specify values for this property dictionary, and I'll set it equal to 20. And if you execute, you can see that you have a bigger legend, but it's in a new position determined by Matplotlib. If you want to change the position, you have to have a value for this location property. So 1 is at the top right corner, and let's see what happens. Okay, so these you can specify the location either using a chord, like from starting from 0 to 10, 0 and ends with 10, or using a string. So these those values are mentioned in their documentation here. So location start from 0 and it goes all the way to 10, and 0 corresponds to the best location, and 1 is the default location, which is the upper right? So I'll illustrate okay, if you want to get to center right, that is either 7, or center right is right here, or we can also have center right like that. Okay, and if you want to change the color, you can change the color using the face color attribute. I will change it to blue and see what happens, right? So and if you want to change the transparency, you have to specify the frame alpha value, and I will set it equal to 0.3, 0.4. Okay, and sometimes we want to position this box in a arbitrary position, a position not given by the default positions by Matplotlib. So to achieve that, we have to use this location property. I will move this to here to illustrate this. Location property, I'll set it to 1 again, with the B box to anchor parameter. Okay, I will first specify 2 values, and I will then explain how that works. Okay, I must have made a mistake somewhere. Okay, I'm missing this one. Okay, so what happens was that the location 1 of this legend box, which is the upper right corner, okay, has been moved to the very center, that is 0.5 and 0.5 of the plot area of this big plot area. Okay, so you can understand that the first argument to b box to anchor is the x position of the plot area, and the second argument is the y position of the plot area, right? So I will repeat what these two parameters do is that it positions this legend box, the location specified by this location parameter, the location 1 in this case, which is the upper right corner of this legend box, to the location specified by this b box to anchor parameter, right? So this location refers to the location of this bigger plot area, and this location refers to the location of the box, legend box. Okay, so let's see what happens if I change it to 0 and 0. So this right here happens to be the 0, 0 position of this plot area, right? So you can also see another advantage of this these two parameters. You can move the legend outside the plot area, right? Sometimes that is useful. Okay, and what else? We can also change. Okay, I'll illustrate with another example. I will change it to, I'll leave 0 here for the y and change x value to around 0.4. Alright, so you can see that it stays at the same 0 for y, but you can move it along the x-axis, and if you want to move it the y-axis, something like that. Okay, if you want to change this position with respect to another location of the b box, you simply change this value. Let's say you want to move this position right here. Okay, this is location number 4, so I'll change it to 4, and I will position this right here, right? That is 1 for x and 1 for y. Okay, so that's how you can achieve those tasks. And another thing that I want to mention is that you can change the face edge color of this box as well. That is by using the edge color. We'll set it to red, and I will set this to illustrate this. I will not have a face color, so I will leave it as it's in its default color. And if I execute this, should have a comma. I should see a red border. Okay, and for this property dictionary, you can have a whole lot of different parameters mentioned in their documentation. I will also share this in the comment box, right? So you can have a font type, style, which can be either normal, italic, and variant, I don't know what that is, and stretch, weight, size. So you can, to illustrate, I will change the weight to bold, and style to italic. Okay.